Hey everyone, welcome to Quick Reply, a WhatsApp marketing platform designed to help brands connect with customers faster, smarter, and more effectively. Whether you're automating conversations or running high impact campaigns, Quick Reply makes it ridiculously easy to get the job done. Today, we are exploring the WhatsApp chatbot with interactive buttons. So if you're looking to engage customers effortlessly with call to action buttons, this video is for you. But let's start with why this matters. Well, customers expect instant responses. A WhatsApp chatbot makes that possible by handling queries in real time, reducing wait times, and keeping customers happy. But when you add interactive buttons, things get even better. Instead of typing out responses, customers can simply tap a button to check order status, book an appointment, or visit your website. That means faster interactions, higher engagement, and more conversions. So if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because we're always dropping WhatsApp marketing tips to help you grow faster. Sounds good? Let's get started. Jump to the Quick Reply app, and from the AI Builder in the main nav panel, we'll go to the WhatsApp bot section and go on to creating a custom bot. Let's give this bot a name and add it. Now, before adding any kind of notes or interactive buttons to this bot, we'll first configure it for the keywords for which it will be triggered. Let's add a keyword here. Here we can see numerous nodes from which we can build our chatbot. But since this video is only focused on interactive buttons, today we'll only take a deep dive into quick reply with branches, list message, and conditional branching. Let's start with the first type of node, that is the quick reply node. This one is used to gather user preferences without altering the chatbot flow. For example, it can be used to gather feedback post delivery of the product. So let's start up one such message like that. Here our text message could be, how was your delivery experience? And the options can simply be good, average, and you can add one more quick reply button here and say it will be bad. Continue. As you can see, the add quick reply button has disappeared, which means the quick reply node only allows up to 3 buttons, so keep them short, concise, and clear. When we save it, we can see the chatbot flow of the first step here. Now, irrespective of the response that the customer chooses, the bot can simply reply with thanks for your feedback. And we'll just add the same here. Now, to check whether the response is customized basis the option chosen, we can just simply click the options here and see if the next step changes. For now, for all three, good, average, and bad, the text remains the same. Now, let's move on to the second type of interactive buttons, that is quick reply with branches, which leads the user to different paths basis their responses. So let's set that up here. We'll add the quick reply with branches node. For this, the use case can be order-related queries. So let's add one such example where the text message can simply be asking what kind of query they have, and the options can be track order, return order, or a third option saying cancel order. Now as you see again, we cannot add any more responses as it is still a type of quick reply button, which will only allow up to 3 responses, and hence we've kept it short and crisp. When we save it here, we get to configure and customize responses basis each of these options. So for track order, where you move on to show the tracking details, for now, we will just add that as a text. For return order now, as you see, we do not see the same branch that was there in track order, which means the rest of the flow will be based on the response. Now in case of return order, as you see, there is no additional branches that was already there in track order, as this node is only applicable for the track order button response. When we go to return order, we add a separate direction that the chat will take. For now, we'll just add a text. And we'll do the same process for the cancel order button as well. Again, as you see, there is no response that has already been added as the direction will be different. Now, as you see here, for each of the responses, track order, return order, and cancel order, the direction of the chat changes as per the response of the customer. Now, let's move on to adding the third type of interactive button node that we will be discussing in this video, which is the list message. The list message is very similar to the quick reply node, but in this one, you get to add up to 10 buttons. But again, the flow of the chat does not change as per the response of the customer in this node. This can be helpful in a use case where the customer is just seeking to collect data and then there are further questions attached to the same chatbot flow. So let's see an example for this one. The text message can simply be, "What are your skin concerns?" For the title, we will add it here in the list title option and then move on to adding our skin concerns. Now, as you see here, I have added 5 responses and it is still giving me the option to add more list options. But for now, we'll add just 5. Let's save it. And as discussed previously, the list message, irrespective of the response, will continue on the same chat flow. Hence, we will just simply add whatever question or response we would like the chatbot to reply with next. So for now, we'll just add a sample text. And now, irrespective of the option chosen, the chatbot will continue to show the same response. Hence, you are also not getting an option to choose from the buttons here, as the response remains the same. Now, let's move on to adding the fourth type of interactive button that we will be talking about in this video, which is the conditional branching button. But before that, we need to remember that the conditional branching button does not allow you to add a pretext before the responses. So, whatever prompt we need to add before the responses need to be added as a text. So for example, let's take the use case of a refund request. We'll simply add that here and then move on to adding our conditional branching button. We'll edit it and simply we'll start adding the condition with the plus icon here. The condition logic will let us add the text that will be shown in the button. So let's add some samples here for our refund request scenario. As you see here, now I have added 5 different conditions, as the list message can allow more than 3, unlike the quick reply and quick reply with branches button. So when we click on save here, this is what the options would look like, and basis each of the options we can just simply click and add a node for each of them that will direct to a personalized flow for each of the button response. So let's do that as well and see how it works. For now, I am just adding a sample text personalized for each of the buttons. Let's add requesting bank details here. Now when you go back to the second button, as you could see, there's no text branch added here as it was in the refund to bank node, which means that the flow becomes different as per the response. Let's add sample text for all of them and then see the final result. So now that I've added personalized response to each of the buttons, let's go through them and see how the flow changes. Request to bank account, ask for bank details, original payment mode, processes the request, store credit has its own personalized response, exchange for another item has its own, talk to support again has its own. Here we can also see a default condition that if the user does not choose any of these responses, what would the default condition be? We can simply make it lead to the website. And so this is how we've set up the 4 kind of interactive buttons within our chatbot, again, which is the quick reply button, the quick reply with branches button, the list message button, and the conditional branching button. Now that we've taken a deep dive into WhatsApp chatbot interactive button, here are a few things to remember. WhatsApp allows a maximum of 3 buttons in the quick reply and quick reply with branches button and up to 10 in list message and conditional branches. So keep them short and concise. Use action words like get offer, track order, or talk to us to get more engagement. Configure the chatbot with the right trigger keyword so that when a customer adds those keywords, your chatbot gets rightly triggered. Make sure your chatbot follows WhatsApp API guidelines to avoid spammy messaging. And that was it. If you want to explore more chatbot features, drop a comment and let us know what you'd like to see next. We've also added some success stories in the description. Check them out if you're still wondering why Quick Reply is the best choice for your business. Before I go, just hit the like button, drop in your questions in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more marketing hacks. See you in the next one.